I am so excited for this episode. We've got so much to be getting on with. Least of all is going to be things like adding on villagers to the villager trading hall, but most of all, we need to get ourselves an item sorter because I'm sick of going through these chests. Before we get into all that, I've got a few bits that I've done off camera that I need to show you very quickly, so I'll show you that in a second. But our villager collection behind us is looking pretty good. We've got our farmers and librarians. We just need more diversity now, I think. So I've done the flooring in this room just to make it a little bit nicer. I'm not sure I completely like it, but I think we'll end up keeping it just for now. We can always modify it later if we want to. But of course we are about to build an auto sorter, which inevitably will become our main base. So this building may be abandoned before long. I have done this walkway over to where the collection system is for the gold farm, just so that we've got a bit of natural light coming in. And of course the floor is done as well. Of course we're working with villagers, which means a lot of farming. I probably won't show it later in this episode, but it does happen. And of course we're going to need to stash all of this over by the villager trading hall so that we can trade with them and get those juicy emeralds that we're so looking forward to using to buy books and weapons and equipment and such. As far as an auto sorter goes, we are definitely going to need some iron. And I know Rick's got a good iron farm, so let's go see him, shall we? Man, that's a lot of iron. Look at all of these iron blocks. I wouldn't have to build an iron farm. I've got all of the iron that I need here. Obviously I'm going to pay Rick for it, that's why I brought these diamonds along. But yeah, iron for days. So Rick said that I can take as much as I want. I haven't taken it yet, but he's asked me to come check this out. And I've got no idea where he's actually gone. Is he still on this level, or is he... I mean, this pyramid is so huge. He's done such a great job with it. It's massive. It's almost unnavigatable. Yeah, let me just grab these iron blocks because I'm going to need them. He's been kind enough and said that I can have these. Obviously, I'm going to give him diamonds for it because, yeah, I'm not a thief. Trade is a trade, but is he down here? I think this is where he had his villagers growing up and then sorting them out. I don't know if there's anything over there. I assume the only way is up. So let's go up. Yeah, back left bubble. There we go. Wow, this is massive. This is so huge. There he is. Found ya. Whoa. Oh my god. Now I need to give Rick these diamonds because I promised that I would. I don't know how many 14 diamond block stacks is worth, but yeah, hopefully that's enough. Rick's only gone and got himself a spyglass, hasn't he? This thing is amazing. It reminds me very much of the spyglass that you get in Ark, and oh, we have a zombie invasion. And he's gone. He's just left me to fight him on my own. I'm not fighting him. I'm out of here. Honestly, this pyramid is just immense. Look at the size of it. It's phenomenal. I'm going to get in it though, so that I'm safe, because at the moment I don't feel safe. Yeah, look, I've got my iron blocks. That's what I came for. We can start the auto sorter system. So I'm going to say farewell to Rick. He doesn't even know I'm here. He's still looking for me to come down, isn't he? I'm going to say farewell to Rick, and then I'm going to head back to base because, yeah, I really want to get cracking on this auto sorter system and just see if we can get an input chest so that I haven't got to sort through chests anymore, because that is driving me crazy at the moment. I am so pleased that I was able to just buy those with diamonds, and I've still got diamonds to spare. Honestly, economy servers, best thing since sliced bread. And talking of diamonds, we'll get to that. This is the button that takes you to the new 117 area where the chunks aren't loaded. We'll come to that later in the episode. We will be making use of that. But yeah, while I'm over here, I just wanted to check out the shop actually and just see how we're doing diamond wise and stock wise. I'm hoping that there's loads and we might need to restock the shop. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. What a sight for sore eyes. Well, I think we're going to need to restock this at some point, probably sooner rather than later. I'm going to need to AFK at some point and get some more gunpowder because this is all that I've got. But yeah, it's now stocked up. I'm just doing a quick bit of mining, partly because I need the resources, but mostly because I want to check out these new block textures. And I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I love the fact that you can see them a little bit better. We've yet to get onto the deep slate and all of that, but like I say, we'll go to the updated area later and yeah, get on with it then. And here's the new redstone texture. These also look pretty damn cool. I'm well impressed with them. Oh, jackpot! Oh, what are the chances of that? Awesome! And there's 8 of them. And I am very excited to see the new iron ore, especially because it can now be full-tuned. And I don't know how, but this guy's been stuck here for a while, so he's kind of become a mascot. The next name tag that I get, I'm going to give to him. So if you've got any suggestions for names, let me know down in the comments. I do feel like before we get started on the auto sorter, I need to just finish off the base of here because I did all the walls and all the way up to the top level where the forest is, but yeah, it just looks a bit tacky around the bottom. So a little bit of, I don't know, is this terraforming or building? Is terraforming only with grass and with dirt? I don't know, but yeah, I just need to get this all sorted and tidied up so that I can close this project off and say that one is done. My good God, is that a goat? Is that a water goat? Are you confused, goat? You're meant to be on land, you eat grass, and there you are in the sea. Well, we've got all of the iron that we need for the auto sorter. The next thing that we need to do is get the wood because we need a lot of chests. And I've got an idea in mind for what I want it to look like. I'd like to use some of the nether blocks actually, some stuff like the stems and the, what's it called, like the nether wall block and all that jazz. But we'll get to that in a moment. For now, let's just worry about the utilities and the functionality of it. So we need to get a ton of wood, which fortunately we've got this tree farm and I've also got the spruce forest type thing behind me as well. And hopefully once we've got all of this wood, we can then kind of start to mark out where everything's going to go. Just doing a little experiment with the spruce trees just to see if I can do them in this sort of a square instead of just 2 by 2, and it's not going well so far. Oh, there's one. Okay, what about the rest of you? If I bone meal the rest of you, doesn't want to play, does it? I mean, I'm just wasting bone meal at this point. Come on, one of you. No, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Alright, that's that idea out the window then. Now in episode 0 we kind of came in from this direction over here, and obviously we've built up this area since, but I'm looking for the ideal spot to put my auto sorter. It's going to be like the central area of the base, and yeah, I just need somewhere decent where I can access it and see it and get to it and all that jazz. So I'm going to check out this area over here. I've been searching now for the best part of an hour and a half, and honestly this I think is our best bet. It's nice and flat, we can work with it, we can expand it if we need to, and it's not too far away from where we are. So yeah, I think that the best thing to do at the moment is just to kind of mark out where the chests are going to go. They'll be in banks of 5 in the same way that my previous sorting system was in the season 1, which was Valeria. but I'm not going to go with that kind of wood and stone brick design. Like I said earlier, I'd like to try and use some of the blocks from the Nether update, and I don't even know the names of all of them if I'm being completely honest, but I know that there's the Nether wall block, which is the red. There's, I want to say no, it's not mycelium, nylium block. Anyway, the blue ones that you get to make planks out of, which the warp stems are the kind of the base block. Yeah, and just kind of see what we can do with that. So this is a very basic layout of what I'm going for. I like this L shape, but I didn't want to make it a square all the way around. I'll do something in the middle. Obviously I need to fill in these stone bricks. And I think actually these chests are a little bit too close. This is where the red and the blue is going to be. I've given up on the names now. This is where the red and the blue is going to be. I'm thinking red around the outside, blue in the middle. And yeah, now that I think about it, we do need a bit more space. This is 3 wide, this is 5 wide, so this needs to go back another 2 blocks. Alright, this tree has grown around me and I'm glitched. Very strange. Can I just bash my way out? Oh, that's so cool though. Yeah, there we go, I'm out. This uses so much wood. I've been back to the tree farm like 5 or 6 times already. Yeah, I underestimated massively how much wood I was going to need. The stone bricks are there just for now. They're not going to stay there. I'm going to replace them with something else. Yeah, just cracking on at the minute. So the chests are all in place pretty much now. Obviously I've got room to expand on either side, which is going to come in handy later because with all of the new blocks there are just so many variations now. But yeah, I've got all of the chests in place. They're triple chest high, they're double chests, all of them. Now I just need to get all of the hoppers in place and then of course the redstone as well. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on with that. It's not very interesting footage, so I might just come back with a progress update. Yeah, let's see how we get on. Would you believe it, I've run out of netherrack of all things. To be fair, I've not spent that much time in nether so far, so I'm getting myself a decent golden helmet so that I can be safe from the, whatever they are, hoglins, piglins, whatever. And yeah, gonna go and get myself some netherrack. I'm just digging down very slowly because of lava. I'm digging down to netherite level in the hopes that that will help us later. Oh, what's this? Is that one of the forests, one of the warped forests? And this is the part where we put in a load of redstone torches, and then we've got more to repeat afterwards. It's just repetitive. This is the repeater section, which again is very repetitive. Time for the comparators to go in the top to read the redstone signal at the hoppers, and they need hoppers facing into them. And now I'm just putting in all of the filler material so we can actually sort the items out as they flow around. Of course, we need to go ahead and massacre some cows just for good measure. Now I need the leather. And this device here should allow us to have a shifting floor, which should allow us to have a renewable source of trees that you get from the Nether. Wow, I can't believe that works as well as it works. Brilliant. If we do this and then bone meal it, there we go. Right, we can grow the trees as much as we want. We are good to go with the design now. Do you know what? I really like this design. I didn't expect it to come out quite this well. It looks very regal, but I want to make it a little bit more ominous. Yeah, and I'll do some pillars different in between all the chests, but this is going to be a main entranceway. So yeah, I'm going to just do these in the warped stem, just see how that turns out. I like it. And here's the greenish variants of the wood blocks from the Nether. I really should learn the names. Yeah, it's working well. And now it's looking even better. I really like this design. I said I wanted to make it look a little bit ominous on the inside, and I think the shroom lights and the nether brick slabs are doing exactly that. It's expensive though, those netherite slabs. I need a lot of netherrack, so yeah, I'm just in here grabbing some more quartz, and of course some gold where I can see it, just kind of build up the resources. And oh yes, this is why I dug down to this level, so that I would naturally come across these. Is it just the two? Are there any more in there? Do you know what, even if it's just two, I will be happy with that. If I can just come across them passively like this instead of going mining for them, yeah, that's good news. So I just want to show you what I've got. I've built this little mini super smelter, not a super smelter, just a mini smelter so that I can get some of this netherrack. But I put in this with the redwood. I'm not sure that I like it. I didn't really have a plan in mind, it just kind of happened. Obviously I've got all of the item frames in here now as well, which is why I needed to massacre the cows early on. I've got fairly good access. It's important for me to be able to get around the base nice and easily, so I've got these little entrances here and there. This will be the input. I'll stick some chests up over it, and then the output is just around the other side. But on the inside of here, I think it's looking quite nice. I like the design, I like the dark at the top, I like the different colours. It's still bright enough that nothing will spawn, but dark and ominous enough. We've got access to the chests, even the top one, so that's definitely a bonus. Might end up digging that section out in a bit just so that we can expand it, but yeah, for now I'm pretty happy with where we are and what we've got. It's been a few hours since my last clip and we have items in place. Though I confess I'm not 100% happy with the arrangement, but I can always move things around later. I'm not going to go through each one by one because there are so many variants. I wasn't sure what to do about stairs and that sort of thing, but in general I think this is a fairly good layout for the item order. And I've decorated around the outside a bit experimentally with these archways made of brick, but what I actually want to show you is the first time putting something into the auto sorter, because I've not done it yet, and it's so nice to just be able to load things in here like this. It definitely needs expanding, so I'm just going to take down this bit of the hillside and then we can expand it a little bit further. This is going to take a minute, but we are getting there. Block by block we're getting there. We're clearing this entire section out without a beacon, can I add? No beacon involved. And I need to top up my gold levels and repair my armour, so I'm going to AFK here overnight. And just like that, I'm back with a new skin as well, by the way. What do you guys think? I've been using that same one for ages. It was time for me to actually get one that distinguishes me from the rest of the players. So I've done a lot of this extension off camera because, let's be honest, it's just the same old, and I don't want to put you guys through that. Now that I've slept on it, I have decided I don't like this flooring. It doesn't work the way that I wanted it to work. So I've got another idea. I'm going to give that a go, I think. And I'm just putting the last of these steps in, which this is quite a big walkway up, and this is what I've gone with, and I like it. It's a little bit red, but I like the red. And this can come down now. It has served its purpose. Thank you very much. just come down here to the Nether just to test and see if it's quicker to gather the wood this way, or whether or not the other setup that I had was quicker. I think this way is a bit quicker. I've got quite a bit so far. Head back up to the top now that I've got, well, yeah, like I say, quite a bit of the old warped stem, I think it's called. And I've got this guy that I'm just going to kill now because I actually need a stonemason. The outside of the building is all structured up with bricks, and yeah, I need bricks. I don't want to go hunting for clay to try and do it. I've cleared out quite a lot of the clay in the local area, so I'm hoping that this guy is going to give us a decent deal on some clay or some bricks or whatever it is that we need. Yeah, and then we can carry on with the rest of the design. But you better give me the trade that I want, buddy. I haven't actually lavaed anyone yet. Yeah, there we go. That's the way to do it. Oh, that's so much easier than clay. Oh, I thought you might have been bricks. No, not bricks. Alright, well, yeah, we now have a renewable source of bricks. And I spy with my little eye something that rhymes with low squid. Could it be the new mob? It is. Get ourselves some of them glowing ink facts, shall we? Nothing like murdering a fresh mob. And here's where we're at with the build. I quite like the design, I like this mix, but we do need more bricks in order to build up this outer layer. And for that I need to get myself another villager, another stonemason that will trade me the bricks. So I'm going to go do that now. Sorry, bud. Sorry, dude. Oh, 2 at a time, baby, yeah. And I've got this stick trade guy as well as a Fletcher. And now I have all of the emeralds that I need to buy bricks and 2 stonemasons to buy them from. That's efficiency. I'm just making a slight adjustment to the design because it looks a little bit flat. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to look good. Yep, I like it, I like the design, I'm happy to carry on building it, but now I want to go do some 1.17 stuff. And this is the updated area that we saw earlier in the episode. If I hit this button, it should take me directly to an area that hasn't got any loaded chunks, at least none that were loaded before the 1.17 update dropped. So, I suppose just better hit the button and hope for the best, really. Oh, we've teleported somewhere. There we go. It's a mushroom island. Awesome. No mobs. So we are safe here. That's cool. This will take me back to corruption. This will take me back to honesty. We're not going to go through here yet because I don't know what's on the other side and I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, I think we just need to get on with finding the stuff. And what do I mean by the stuff? Well, I mean this stuff. Copper. I'll get my hands on some copper and then we can use that to make a spyglass because Rick's earlier just really impressed me. Yeah, I want one. I want to see what it's like. But of course we're going to need to go out and hunt for some amethyst, 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 I don't know. Amethyst, I think, I don't know. Anyway, let's just call it a geode. We're on the hunt for a geode and I'm pretty sure that this structure over here, like it's just see how it's curved over? Or maybe I'm just imagining that, I don't know. I think it's going to be quite difficult to see from here. But if we go under, oh no it wasn't, oh there's one though. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so you can barely see that from the top. This is exactly what we're looking for. Well, I feel like a bit of a pirate. I've gone out and I've got my loot and returned back to base and this looks good. and just grab some of this smelted copper over here. So now we've got a copper ingot and we can make a spyglass. Yeah, really am a pirate now. Look at that. All good pirates have spyglasses. So let's see what this thing can do. So the render distance stays the same. You can see our beautiful build over there, which is looking lovely. I'm wondering how like entities interact. Okay, so there's no chests and nothing in the item frames, for example, so that doesn't show up, which is a bit weird. It's a little bit spooky. You can see our lovely archways there working well. How about off into the distance a little bit further? Or what about the sun? What happens if we aim at the sun? Do we get blinded? Nah, not really. I suppose it's just up there in its pixel form. What about the gold farm? Can we... Okay, so we can see the water flow. I'm pretty sure from here we'd be able to see the zombie pigmen if they were spawning, if the farm was on. As you can see, there's my redstone torch tower that I made in order to operate it all from a lever down there. Yeah, looking good. Look at the roof. Lovely roof. And that's another day of recording for me, so yeah, I'm going to AFK here overnight, but tomorrow I want to go and do a community build in the new 117 area. Day 3 of recording, and what I'm thinking is that the main reason that people will come over here is to get underground in order to get all of the new materials. So I figured I'd make a community strip mine, but I want to make it look a little bit nice, but I also don't want to put too much time and effort into it because, well, let's be honest, it's a strip mine. There's not a whole lot that you can do with it. So yeah, I'm going to get working and just see what ideas I come up with along the way, really. I think I'm going to surround this area with some trees just so that anyone that does come over here without any wood has got some trees that they can chop down. And in here I'm just going to put down lower half slabs to stop any mob spawning. And now we're just working on the walls, getting the wood in. And still working on the walls because it's taking forever and it shouldn't be, but it is, and I don't know why, but I want to make it look nice. And just going to replace this mycelium because I hate mycelium. I'm going to replace it with grass just to make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, so this is what we've got in terms of the build. It's just a room really, there's nothing special about it, but I've just got to find a place to poke through and start the dig down to y equals 11. And this looks like as good a spot as any, so yeah, I'm just going to go down here and dig all the way down, I think. Oh, what's this? What do we have here? Cobbled deep slate. And is this a deep slate iron ore? I think it might be. I'm going to silk touch it because I feel like these are quite rare. Let's just have a look. It is. Realm members, help yourself. Now I've got the feeling this is going to be a fairly long video, but I don't mind if you guys don't mind. Let me know in the comments what you think about the style of this video and the editing and whether or not you like the length of it. But yeah, I am going to wrap it up soon. There is just one more thing that I want to do, and that is to build a super smelter. But I want to build a super smelter that will go, you know, output directly into the item sorter. And I think I'd like to put it up high, but I'd like all the items to fly around in like water streams as well. I think that could be pretty cool that you can kind of see it happening. Do some hopefully clever redstone in there to kind of get the dispensers working properly, or the droppers. Yeah, droppers, not dispensers. Yeah, and I'm thinking for any stairs in here, I'd like to use quartz because actually it's very nice. I like the white of it. But more than that, I think it stands out against the background of the walls, the kind of green or cyan or teal, or what colour is that? Does anyone know what colour that is? Yeah, just in general, I like the white quartz stairs. So up here, this is where the super smelter is going to go. So this will be the output, and everything will flow into this hopper, which is attached to a chest, which is attached to another hopper, which feeds into the system, which I've put a lever on so that we can lock it if we want to. Yeah, clever stuff. Here's the water stream for the output that will feed directly into that hopper down the bottom if all works well. And I tried another design, but this one's better. I've managed to come up with this design. Well, I'm sure someone else did, but yeah, it works for me. This is where everything will flow into, by the way, so it all flows down into the item sorter, which is exactly what I was after. It all comes across here and it gets dispensed, well, drops out of this dropper, which is hooked up to this hopper, which has a comparator coming out of it, feeding into this repeater, which then sends the signal to this sticky piston, which is attached to this observer, which then deploys and fires this observer, which then fires the dropper, and all the items should go into this water stream, fingers crossed. And I had to go and collect some more sand, but now I've come back and I've built all the furnaces, the hoppers are in place and they all feed into the dropper system, which is working lovely, as you can see here. There are rails across the top so that yeah, we get an even distribution of both fuel and items that need to be smelted. Oh, this is working wonderfully, isn't it? Look at it, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think in terms of functionality we're there. I'm just building up this this water elevator so I can put all the items that need to be smelted in a chest down the bottom, and they'll get dispensed up into the item elevator and then feed into the system. I hope that this is going to work properly, fingers crossed. This should be the redstone for the dispensers or the droppers down the bottom. I keep getting them mixed up. I'm just going to do a quick test. Beautiful. Yep, works like a charm. Now I just need to stick some soul sand on top for the elevator and we're pretty much good to go, I think. Let's just test it. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Brilliant. Alright, I think that we have completed the build. Now we can do a full test and actually stick some items in here. So I'm going to whack all this material I got in from the 117 zone. Yeah, look at that firing up. Oh, we can use our spyglass to check it. These should start coming on any moment now. It's going up correctly, it's going into the water stream, it's landed in the hoppers and therefore the chests getting picked up by the minecart with the hopper. All the furnaces are fired up except for those two for some reason. I'll deal with that in a moment, I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. But look at all the new items coming out, all the smelted items popping out and all feeding into this chest over here. Oh, I'm so pleased with this, look at it. That is a thing of beauty, I'm so proud of that. And that, unfortunately, is all that we have time for in this episode. It's been a long one. I've enjoyed making it. I really hope you've enjoyed watching it. It would really help me out if you could leave a like. So if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. And if you really loved it, don't forget to subscribe. We've passed 100 subscribers, which I'm so proud of. Thank you ever so much to everybody that subscribed. Yeah, really appreciate your support. But I will catch you in the next one. For now, I'm out. See ya.